Dr. Sudeendra Koushik is awesome. In the short lifespan we have, we meet a lot of people. Like a lot of people. However, there are some people that you meet who have made all the difference. They talk about something so simple that yet it would make all the sense in the world. It comes from experience and they say something that works. Having a degree of strategy management from Koushik certainly helps. He has 24 years of experience in product innovation and development. With over 20 plus patents, you can totally entrust their advice on innovation and development.
But
Business ecosystem has expanded. Every second that you breathe, one new JavaScript library is put out there for action. Three liberals take offense, young minds have thousand ideas, and a new Indian startup is born. To help you stand out from rest of others, he has come up with this very concept of Prasu. He's vice chair of IEEE TEM's global chapter. We had a session on post-COVID-19 opportunities with him, and since then, inception of journey in IEEE NCU TEMS began. If you haven't seen kaushikcartoons.blogspot.com, please go out and check it because Sir is an amazing cartoonist. So here are 5 tips for you starting on a journey of innovation and 5 best takeaways from the session.
It's all about you. This session, I will not gain or I will not lose as much as you will do. And if it is something that you want to use as an input to make some choices, I'll be the happiest. So it is basically what do you really want to do. And it is something that when I was at your age and stage, I did not give too much thought about. But all I knew was I wanted to do well, whatever I wanted to do. I'll be very frank with you. If you had asked me then, and I can lie to you that no, I wanted to be a vice president, which I became in 2014. No. Somewhere along the line, I developed that ambition, what I could be, based on what I can do really well. And you have to figure out what is it that you can do really well. And you might have heard a lot of people saying, follow your passion, etc., etc. I don't think it's completely true. I don't think it's completely even productive and efficient to think of your passion. I mean, if artists only get up and work whenever they feel like, you wouldn't get your money or salaries to live, right? So the point is, rather than following passion, you should follow your temperament. Now, look out about temperament after you finish this web session. What is temperament? Temperament is about how you deal with things. What makes you, all of us are impatient, but for different things. Okay, all of get angry, but for different things, right? So temperament is what you can bear happily to do and go after. So you have to find out for yourself what is it that you really want to do. But there is a link to start with, which from Dr. Nicholson from 3M said, research converts money into knowledge. Okay, research converts money into knowledge. I get a grant, I get a fund, I get to study something and somebody pays me to do the study and I publish a paper, right? But what does innovation do is convert that knowledge into money back. And if you observe carefully, the money coming out of innovation is much bigger than the money that went into research. That should be the sustainable cycle, right? So research converts money into knowledge, innovation converts knowledge into money. And I'll give some examples in a bit. So if you put it in the context of business, research converts money into knowledge, innovation converts knowledge into money, and business will scale that money. So I have just split that part into two, and a part of that money comes back to research, and it is a closed loop. So those of you are engineers, and especially electronics, electrical control systems, and communication systems engineers, closed loop systems are the most stable systems, especially when they can sustain over a period of time. You have to understand all these elements are necessary to have a good connection between research, innovation, and business. But whatever it is, if you rearrange this, it is important to understand the value is key. Like I talked to you about, you and me walk into a superstore to buy a product or something from a company. What do we give? We always take out money from our pocket. We pay money wherever we want something. So what does the company give us in return? No, it is not product, it is not service. It is value. I'm not buying toothpaste. I'm buying a solution to keep my oral hygiene intact. Please understand, I'm not buying aloe vera toothpaste because somebody made aloe vera toothpaste. I'm not buying Charcoal, the same company who said charcoal is bad, are making charcoal toothpaste now. I'm not buying it because they are making. I buy it because there is what's in it for me. I find value in it. And it is through a toothpaste I'm finding value. Through a toothbrush, through a car, through a mobile phone, through whatever it is, I find value. So I pay money for the value you get. Now think, you are both a customer and you are both an entrepreneur. When you are an entrepreneur, you have to think and force yourself, what does my customer want? And that is the key to be a successful entrepreneur. So how do you find this opportunity for innovation? Is take any situation. There are two opportunities. Either there are gaps in the current situation. Gaps means things that are not supported today. Meaning, I talked about Uber. In the current situation of booking a cab through an app like Uber, you have a gap wherein the booking is not possible when you don't have a network or charge on your phone. And that is a gap, could be the starting point for you to find an innovative solution. It could be a disadvantage of it. And sometimes the disadvantage is when you book before COVID, if you had to do a web check-in, if you do web check-in, that means you have to walk through without going to the check-in desk in the airport. But if you had a check-in baggage, you have to go and stand in another queue. So I used to tell them, I can as well stand in this queue instead of booking there and then doing this. So it's a disadvantage of the system. So both of them can be starting points for you to start your innovation journey as such, right? So I told you about problems in the future. So let me tell you, present problems are easy to find because they exist already. I talked to you about a couple of them now. Future problems are, if the things go the way they are going today, very soon we will have this problem. Meaning we don't have this problem today, but very soon we could have this problem. Example, so some of you might who are like Animesh techie could have checked out that autonomous cars, right? Autonomous car means basically there is no driver. Imagine 15 years from now we have autonomous car. Maybe not in India, that's a different story. Wherever it is. So that means you are in the office, you are walking out after your day's work, and your car is coming to pick you up. Remember, right? It is driverless. So there is nobody in the car because it's coming to pick you from your office to take you home. It meets with an accident. So whom does the person file case against? Because there is nobody in the car, right? But you can say it's your car. Yes, fair enough, but I'm not driving. So the whole point is these are new problems which can come, which we don't exist or which we don't have today. You have to look at trends. What are the things that are changing? What are the things that are evolving that I can anticipate? It needs a lot of thinking and a lot of reading. Okay, I know there is a deficit of reading in the current generation, but that's its own peril. You have to read because without which you will not know what you don't know. It's very easy to know what you know today, but it's very difficult to know what you don't know today. So if you don't know what you don't know, you will be very happy in life and for the wrong reasons. Okay, you have to read, then you can understand where are the trends, and then you can plot the problem.
If you want more lessons like these, Sir has a channel of his own where he shares all his experience. Make sure to check that out. Implement even 1% of it in your day, and after 6 months, you will be a changed person overall. Thank you for watching, and if you like our video, please subscribe to IEEE NCU and follow all its social media handles in the description for more content.